The details surrounding D'Angelo's death are getting more and more disturbing, y'all. And it looks like the police might be looking into it for a possible poisoning. As if that wasn't bad enough, they found a voice note that Angie Stone sent him just days before she died, asking him to help her because she was afraid that the higher-ups were going to take her life in order to stop her from exposing everything she knew about them. Prior to Angie's death, she was in a serious battle with some industry executives and literally said out her own mouth that she was afraid she wasn't going to make it out alive. She went as far as telling people that if something happened to her, it wouldn't be of natural causes. And guess what? She was right. Not only is she now dead, but the one person she was confiding in about everything that was going on is also dead. Now, as most of y'all already know by now, the king of neo-soul D'Angelo passed away recently after a long battle with pancreatic cancer at the age of 51. This was a big shock to a lot of people, not only because he died so unexpectedly, but also because his baby mama and Forget Music collaborator Angie Stone also died just 4 months ago. And anyone who was following Angie knew she was going hard on the industry just days before her death, and even spilled some tea about some of the things she witnessed D'Angelo go through in the industry. No wonder he released only 3 albums, and even those 3 albums had huge gaps between them. According to Angie, D'Angelo was pushed into taking hard substances, which was later blamed on her, even though she's never done drugs. And she claimed they even tried to turn D'Angelo into an industry boy toy after the media began sexualizing the hell out of him. Even DM Jackie spoke about this several times, claiming that he was uncomfortable and that certain people in the industry were approaching him with advances he didn't like. One time I got mad when a female threw money at me on stage, and that made me feel like up, and I threw the money back at her. I was like, I'm not a stripper. At one point, I asked myself, am I doing this for God or am I doing this for sex? Because I was raised in the church and I wanted to do something pure, but suddenly I was being marketed as this symbol. It confused everything. D'Angelo started facing all these issues when he released his first album, Brown Sugar, in 1995. The album was one of the major pioneers of the neo-soul movement, and of course, Angie was involved in the making of it. She and D'Angelo were together at the time, but their relationship wasn't accepted by a lot of people because of the 13-year-old age gap. Either way, Angie still helped write some of the songs and even went on tour with him as a background vocalist. Now, this is where things started getting messy. Even though the album received a lot of critical acclaim, he didn't release another album till 2000, and once again, Angie helped write this album too. His second album was Voodoo, and this album came with a lot for both D'Angelo and Angie. You see, 2 years before this album, Angie had a kid by him, and according to her, he wasn't being a very good father. It's hard to love someone else fully if you don't love yourself. It's very difficult for you to expect someone who's having all those challenges to come right off the springboard in a top-notch position to do it perfectly. He can't. After Voodoo came out, his career exploded, especially because of the Untitled music video, and thus only made things worse for him mentally because he wasn't prepared for that kind of attention. To make matters even worse, he no more had Angie to help him get through it. They had already broken up at this point, and his life just kept getting messier. After the Voodoo tour ended in 2001, D'Angelo retreated from public life. His friends said he spiraled into heavy drinking and substance use, literally isolating himself in his house. His physical appearance also changed. He gained a lot of weight, and when photos of him circulated online, the media posted articles with shady headlines like "The Fall of D'Angelo." Folks close to him even said he was self-medicating his depression and struggling with the pressure to top Voodoo. The pressure from industry executives trying to sleep with him and the public also wanting a new album really ate him up, y'all. The height of it was in 2005, when he was arrested in Richmond, Virginia and charged with DUI and possession of marijuana and cocaine. He reportedly lost control of his Hummer, crashed, and sustained minor injuries. Police found drugs in the vehicle, which led to the possession charges. But it only got worse. On March 6, 2010, he was arrested in New York City in a prostitution operation. So basically, D'Angelo pulled up in his car beside an undercover female officer posing as a sex worker and offered her $40 for oral sex. The officer then revealed her badge, and D'Angelo was arrested on the spot. Not only that, they also found a small amount of cocaine in his vehicle. He was taken into custody and charged with soliciting prostitution and possession of a controlled substance. He was later released, and the case did not go to trial. Word on the street is he likely took a plea deal or paid a fine. He went from being the man everyone wanted to get with to now paying escort on the streets of New York $40 to give him an oral action. This was confirmation to a lot of people that he needed some serious help. His friends Questlove and longtime collaborator Pino Palladino helped him enter rehab to get help. He also started training in the gym to lose weight. Fast forward to 2014. He made his comeback comeback with his Grammy Award-winning third album, Black Messiah, but he wasn't the same D'Angelo folks knew from back in the day. Angie wasn't having it easy either. While D'Angelo was getting better, the industry started spreading lies about her to make her out to be the cause of his problems in the past. And this was very easy for them to do, because as I said earlier, people weren't here for their relationship because of the age gap. Some people even said Angie wasn't pretty enough to be with someone as attractive as D'Angelo.
And I'll tell you the nature of the industry. Back when I was in a very high-profile relationship with D'Angelo, shortly after the breakup between us, everything kind of slowed down in my world in terms of tour dates, work. The perception was the worst, of course. It's told to me that they were single-handedly put in charge of sending out letters everywhere to make people think that I was the cause of him being exposed to alcohol, to drugs, to everything that could have gone wrong. And we need you to mail this out. And that person knew that it was all fabricated. And they were willing to go on record. And they don't care today, but they're willing to go on record to tell the truth. You can imagine how shocked I was to know that they actually mailed letters out into the industry blaming me for the fall and the demise of someone's career. It really gets me upset because I don't do drugs, don't do any of this stuff that a lot of people have fallen victim to. I will tell you this, as a young person, we all tried things, but no, I have never single. I wouldn't want the chastisement from God for being responsible for breaking another person's gifting. That's not cool.
Interestingly enough, right when she started exposing all this, she ended up in the hospital fighting for her life after suffering from a mysterious blood infection. Angie said she knew they were coming for her life, and that we should not believe whatever BS they cook up after they take her out.
You only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be. I should have been able to retire 20 years ago with the money I've made, supposedly. But there are key people that have been driving the ships. And what they've been doing is improperly representing me, improperly stealing from me, taking things in their own hand, changing and switching lanes because they knew I didn't know that part. And if I never get it, at least you heard it from me, because I don't know what they might do to keep from paying me all the money they owe me. I knew it was an attack. I knew it was a spiritual attack on me. However, I was treated, and God healed me, cleared up.
And guess what? Just days after she said all this, she got into a deadly car accident at 4 a.m. while she was on her way back from doing a show. Apparently, her car flipped over multiple times, leaving her and some of her crew members severely injured.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And now it's being rumored that prior to her death, she sent a voice note to D'Angelo telling him that she was scared for her. The content of this voice note is still unclear, but baby, whatever was in it was enough for them to table D'Angelo out too. One person said, they tapped her phone and had surveillance inside her home. They knew about her conversation with D'Angelo and others. Angie and D'Angelo were both being watched. Another person said, C and Diddy caused her demise. Keep Diddy in prison and go after C and the gay mafia. mafia. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of Angie's alleged last voice note? And do y'all believe Angie and D'Angelo were targeted? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other messy video.